As we navigate this challenging terrain, I invite you to draw inspiration from my experiences as Batman, standing before you not just as a symbol of justice, but as Bruce Wayne, a man who understands the complexities of human nature and the struggle to make peace with those who oppose us. Understanding the enemy. Our journey begins with understanding. My approach to my enemies is rooted in a deep understanding of their motivations and histories. Every villain, from the Joker to Two-Face, has a story that shaped their actions. This insight is the foundation of empathy, which is crucial for peace building. My detective work goes beyond gathering evidence. It is about uncovering the human behind the mask. To make peace with our enemies, we must first see them as human beings, not just adversaries. This doesn't mean condoning their actions, but recognizing that they too are products of their experiences and choices. Empathy allows us to bridge the gap and find common ground, paving the way for reconciliation. The power of communication. I use communication as a powerful tool to de-escalate conflicts. I don't rush into a fight without first trying to understand what my enemy wants and why they are acting out. This strategy is evident in my encounters with Catwoman, where dialogue often precedes conflict, revealing her nuanced motivations. In our own lives, effective communication can bridge the divide between opposing sides. Listening actively and speaking with clarity can uncover common interests and pave the way for reconciliation. It involves asking the right questions and being genuinely interested in the answers, even if they are uncomfortable. By fostering open and honest communication, we can begin to dismantle the walls of hostility. Setting boundaries. While understanding and communication are important, I also know the significance of setting boundaries. I maintain a clear line between right and wrong, which I do not allow my enemies to cross without consequences. This is seen in my strict no-kill policy, which distinguishes me from many of my foes. Setting boundaries is essential in any attempt at making peace. It involves defining what is acceptable and what is not, and standing firm on these principles. This can prevent manipulation and ensure that any peace achieved is sustainable and not at the cost of our values or safety. Boundaries protect our integrity and provide a framework for healthy interactions. Rehabilitation over retribution. I believe in the potential for rehabilitation. My support for Arkham Asylum, despite its flaws, underscores my belief that even the most dangerous criminals can change. I often work with allies like Dr. Leslie Tompkins and Commissioner Gordon to provide opportunities for my enemies to reform. This principle can be applied in our lives by focusing on rehabilitation over retribution. Instead of seeking revenge, we can look for ways to help our enemies grow and change. This might involve supporting restorative justice programs, providing resources for education and employment, or simply offering a second chance. By investing in rehabilitation, we contribute to a more just and compassionate society. Leading by example. I strive to lead by example, demonstrating that one can fight for justice without losing one's humanity. I show mercy even to those who have wronged me deeply. My interactions with former Robin, Jason Todd, who became the Red Hood, illustrate this. Despite Jason's anger and violent methods, I continue to believe in his potential for good and work towards our reconciliation. Leading by example and making peace with enemies involves showing integrity, patience, and resilience. It requires embodying the principles we wish to see in others and inspiring them through our actions. When we lead with empathy and compassion, we create a ripple effect that can transform even the most hardened hearts. The role of forgiveness. Forgiveness is a powerful tool in my arsenal. I understand that holding on to anger and hatred can be corrosive. While I never forget the wrongs done to me or to Gotham, I do not let them define my actions. This is seen in my ongoing efforts to help Harvey Dent, despite the atrocities committed by Two-Face. Forgiveness in our lives means letting go of grudges and the desire for vengeance. It's about freeing ourselves from the burden of past hurts and creating space for healing and growth. This doesn't mean forgetting or excusing the harm done, but rather choosing not to let it control us. Forgiveness is a gift we give ourselves, allowing us to move forward with a lighter heart. Building alliances. My network of allies, including the Bat family, the Justice League, and various Gotham citizens, is crucial in my fight against crime. These alliances often include former enemies who have reformed and now work towards a common goal. Building alliances can be instrumental in making peace with enemies. It involves finding shared interests and working collaboratively towards mutual goals. This can transform former adversaries into valuable partners and even friends. By working together, we amplify our efforts and create a united front for positive change. Patience and persistence. Making peace with enemies is a long and arduous process. My relentless pursuit of justice is marked by patience and persistence. I understand that change doesn't happen overnight, and that setbacks are part of the journey. In our own efforts to make peace, we must be patient and persistent. This means being willing to engage in ongoing dialogue, to forgive repeatedly, and to keep striving for reconciliation, even when progress is slow. Patience allows us to navigate the complexities of conflict, while persistence ensures that we do not give up on the possibility of peace. The balance of power. Lastly, I understand the importance of maintaining a balance of power. I use my skills and resources to ensure that I can enforce peace if necessary. This is not about domination, but about ensuring that peace is not taken for granted. Maintaining a balance of power in our lives involves being prepared to protect ourselves and our values while working towards peace. It's about being strong yet fair and ready to act if peace is threatened. By balancing power with justice, we create an environment where peace can flourish. Conclusion. Making peace with our enemies is a complex and multifaceted endeavor. My approach, rooted in understanding, communication, setting boundaries, focusing on rehabilitation, leading by example, practicing forgiveness, building alliances, exercising patience, and maintaining a balance of power, offers valuable lessons. By adopting these principles, we can work towards reconciliation and create a more just and harmonious world. Let us embrace empathy, foster open communication, and lead by example. Let us choose rehabilitation over retribution and forgiveness over vengeance. Let us build alliances, exercise patience, and maintain a balance of power. In doing so, we honor the spirit of Batman and take meaningful steps towards making peace with our enemies. Thank you.